Cross-border organised crime is a major threat to all European citizens. Cooperation between the EU and its neighbours is crucial to tackle it effectively. As candidates and potential candidates for EU membership, Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Kosovo, North Macedonia, Montenegro and Serbia are key partners in building a safer Europe.
With the European Commission, we remain committed to the further integration of the Western Balkans in the European Union. The fight for the rule of law and against organised crime takes a very central role in that process.
That's why the European Commission's Directorate General for Neighbourhood and Enlargement Negotiations, DG NEAR, responsible for EU enlargement, is funding the Western Balkans Criminal Justice Project, which aims to create more effective coordination between judicial authorities in the EU and the Western Balkans, as well as to deepen cooperation within the Western Balkan region itself.
The EU and the Western Balkans face common criminal threats, which we obviously need to tackle together. And this is why we aim to bring about an environment where information and best practices on criminal investigations can be shared in a professional and trusted manner. The Western Balkans Criminal Justice Project, funded by the Instrument for Pre-Accession Assistance, supports the further integration of the Western Balkans into the work of Eurojust. They are future EU member states at the end of the day. This fits perfectly well with the European Commission's overall approach to bring the Western Balkans region closer to the European Union, using the tools provided by the EU Justice and Home Affairs agencies, and to place the rule of law at the heart of the enlargement process.
The Western Balkans Criminal Justice Project, or WBCJ, is being implemented by Eurojust, the EU agency for criminal justice cooperation based in The Hague. For over 20 years, Eurojust has been a unique hub where prosecutors from across Europe and beyond come together to investigate and disrupt serious cross-border crime.
With the international dimension of organised crime growing ever bigger, we as judicial practitioners need to look for ways to overcome them. As the EU agency for criminal justice cooperation, Eurojust sits at the heart of this international effort.
At Eurojust, this works in several ways. The exchange of information, evidence and best practices through joint investigation teams, coordination meetings and coordination centres facilitated by Eurojust, as well as legal, financial and interpretation support from Eurojust to make it all possible. Now, the benefits of Eurojust's Judicial Cooperation Toolkit are being extended to the Western Balkans thanks to the project.
Inspired by the Eurojust model and the success we have built over the past 20 years, the project aims to step up judicial cooperation not only between the Western Balkans and EU member states, but just as much within the region.
The project supports Western Balkan judicial authorities in using the cooperation tools and instruments which have proven so successful at Eurojust, equipping practitioners with the necessary tools and competencies to fight cross-border organised crime. So how does it work?
At the core of the project sit experienced professionals from all 6 partners in the Western Balkans and what we call a contact group. They are the beating heart of this endeavour, and they make this new project method unique.
The role of the contact group is to identify cross-border cases involving organised crime, which can be tackled with investigative action supported through the project. By facilitating contact and funding coordination meetings, technical expertise, interpretation, translations and IT equipment as required.
Eurojust shares its experience, expertise and resources with all colleagues involved. For instance, in organising coordination meetings and centres, and importantly, in establishing joint investigation teams with prosecutors and judges from all corners of our continent.
The project is providing concrete support to several cross-border cases of drug trafficking, fraud and money laundering, and delivering tools to practitioners in the Western Balkan region. Thanks to the WBCJ project, the EU's nearest neighbours are becoming even closer partners in our common efforts against organised crime.
We believe that this project offers a way to join forces even more in order to protect our societies.
With our Western Balkan colleagues now firmly on board, the unfolding of tomorrow's judicial cooperation landscape in Europe starts now.
For more information about the project, visit Eurojust's website.